Hey guys, it's Kim, and I will be showing you guys how to do a full KKW under eye concealer look with our new system, Correct, Conceal, Bake, Brighten. Before it was a 3-step system under my eyes, the Conceal, Bake, Brighten, but now it's getting a little bit harder to cover my under eyes, so I had to add Correct. I will be showing you guys how to use our Correct, and then we will conceal, then we will bake, and then we will brighten. So check it out. All right, guys, so I just want to show you the difference between our new vials. Our corrector will come in this vial. It's our new vials. This was our old one, and this is our new one. So you can see that we have actually more product, but I just really wanted you guys to see the difference. First, instead of starting with Conceal, Bake, Brighten, we are going to start with Correct. So this formula is so blendable and creamy. And you just dab it anywhere that you're dark. Sometimes Mario would put it like around here a little bit just to blend it. You can put it on your upper lip if you have melasma. I take our little sponge. So it might scare a lot of people that are not used to seeing this tone, but you kind of just try to blend it all out like evenly, but you'll still see the tone. It'll just like block out the blueness and the darkness. This formula is really hydrating and smoothing. So it'll smooth out like fine lines just to really set the palette. Once you feel that you have this base of the color that's like a wash now, still there, but it kind of blocked out the color, I am now going to use our concealer. You know what? I used to be color 7, which is a bit more pinky, and now I've gone into 8. I'm just like really into 8. Something that I also like to do is kind of go a little bit more down like the sides of my nose and just the middle of my forehead. Again, I'll kind of go under here because what I like to do is see where the shadows are in pictures on my face and kind of try to brighten up where that would be. I also want to highlight the bridge of my nose, so I always just put it going down there. Always highlight the chin a little bit, and then it's blending time. So I have my corrector, blender, and then my other sponge that's just clean because you don't really want to mix it up. Now, since the corrector's underneath, like look at that. Our concealer, you guys, has so much coverage. It's amazing. And the one thing that I just get really lazy on is blending, because who has all this time, honestly? So I wanted a formula that was extremely creamy and blendable, and a sponge that can really just make that happen. Quickly, and you just really push it into the skin just to give that highlight and that like flawless finish. Okay, so now that I'm corrected and I'm concealed, I need to bake, and I like to use baking number 2. The baking powder is amazing. And I like to use our little brush, and I use this side with the sponge. I wet it a little bit, or I'll put some on the top. And I just put it on my under eye. It fits like perfectly in the corner of my eye. And I like to just let it sit there while I do the rest of my makeup. I will be right back. Okay, so now I did my bronzer, I did a little blush, and I did my lip. And what I'm gonna do is take the other end of the brush and I'm gonna wipe off the baking, because now I've spent the time doing my other makeup that it's actually had the time to bake. So I just literally dust it off, and that sets it completely in. Sometimes while I'm just touching up, I'll add a line. Just on my, crease of my cheek, just to kind of bake that a little bit more before I brighten. I just keep that on for a little bit of time. So the last step, so I put, some of my baking down my cheekbone just to make sure that it gives me that extra little snatch while I'm just doing my finishing touches. I'm gonna take our KKW Beauty dual-ended brush and use, honestly, either side. I probably will use this side. And I like brightening powder too. It's like a pinky little brightening powder. And I'll just put it right under the eye. Anywhere there's like a little bit extra darkness that you just want to brighten, I just add it there. If you just want to really spot set it, I'll use the smaller brush. And it really just takes away all excess darkness. And it is like satin smooth finish. I will kind of dust this side off and just kind of dust all this off now, just so it blends in. And it really does help set it to make sure that we are good to go and that we are set and snatched. So this is the final look. We used our corrector, our concealer, we baked and we brightened to get the perfect under eye flawless look.